and rear bearings. Removing the front bearing will be done in 2 steps: the housing plate removal and the bearing removal. Step 1. Housing plate removal. With your 1/4-inch ratchet and 8mm socket, begin by removing the 7 outer fasteners from the outer circumference of the housing plate. Use the 7mm socket and begin removing the 3 inner fasteners around the center of the housing plate. Below the base plate are 4 Allen head fasteners. Use a 5mm Allen wrench and carefully remove each fastener before removing the base plate completely. Once the base plate is removed, use a large flathead screwdriver and rubber mallet to offset the mounting flanges. Tap the back of the mounting flange until the housing plate spins freely. Gently lift the housing plate until it is completely removed from the blower. Step 2. Bearing removal. Lock the impeller in place with a large flathead screwdriver. With a 3/8-inch ratchet and 10mm socket, begin loosening the bearing fastener at the center of the motor shaft. Be sure that both the washer and bearing fastener are removed before removing the bearing. To set the bearing puller, place the 3 rocker arms along the circumference of the inner fastening washer. Use a 17mm socket and rotate the drive pin. The bearing should slide off of the shaft when tension is applied. Like the front bearing, removal of the rear bearing will be done in 2 steps: motor plate removal and bearing removal. Step 1. Motor plate removal. With a Phillips head screwdriver, begin by removing the 3 fasteners along the circumference of the motor fan cover. At the center of the cooling fan, unscrew the fastener with a Phillips head screwdriver and an 8mm wrench. Twist by hand until completely removed. Remove the outer fasteners around the motor plate with a large flathead screwdriver. With a rubber mallet, gently tap the top of the motor plate fastener flange until they are slightly offset. Tap the back of the flange to add space between the motor plate and the motor housing. Gently pull with 2 screwdrivers until the plate is removed. Once the bearing is exposed, secure the rocker arms of the bearing puller along the outer diameter of the rear bearing. Mount the drive pin at the center of the motor shaft and rotate with a 3/8-inch ratchet and 17mm socket until the bearing is fully removed.